when is it okay to leave your kids outside to play alone? At what age is it okay? Now, understandably, we live in a different time than we did when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And we heard the story a couple months ago about the mother who works at McDonald's, and she was at work, and her daughter was playing at the park near the house alone. And she came under a lot of fire for that. She got in a lot of trouble for that. But the question is, should she have?
Well, and a lot of people are coming under fire. There was another situation with a woman in Austin whose kids were playing out in the front yard.
This was just yesterday. Yeah.
One of
at
the
a
kids
park across the street.
One of the kids was 150 yards from their front yard, and someone called the cops, and CPS ended up coming out. I find this crazy. I know we live in different times, but when I was 9, and you grew up in LA, so you remember when the Metro was the RTD? And we used to take the RTD home from school every day. We were latchkey kids.
How old were you?
Girl,
I was 9. 9, 10.
I took the bus with a girlfriend from the valley, the part of the valley that I lived in, to Studio City. I trudged up the hill, both of us trudged up the hill.
In the snow, both ways.
The sun beating down on us to try to find Scott Baio's house.
I would have been right there with you. That's awesome.
Walking through the streets of Studio City by
I told y'all a long time ago when I was 6 years old, and I'm little now. Imagine how little I was at 6. I was tiny. My mother let me, she's probably watching, mother. She let me ride my bicycle several miles from our house down Trinity Mills, which you know is a very busy street in Carrollton, still a very busy street, by myself to the elementary school. No sidewalk, no school patrol, just little old me by myself.
See, and we had so much freedom.
We absolutely did.
I don't let my daughter walk 2 houses down without watching to make sure she's getting back and forth, because I'm so afraid someone's going to snatch her.
The question is very valid even today with all the crime and the stuff going on. And when my kids were younger, I used to ask myself the same question: is it okay to leave? I need to go to the grocery store real quick.
At what age is that okay?
So I also think that it depends on where you live and how comfortable you are with your area, how well you know your neighbors. Are there other neighbor kids who are playing with them? I mean, my boys grew up in Salt Lake City, so we always felt very safe in our neighborhood, and I felt safe letting them go out. And but still, when they were real little, it's a different story. So we've actually posed this question as a poll on our Facebook page, Stuart. We've got a lot of people answering what they think is appropriate.
Yeah, the poll is up right now on our Facebook page, and right now 44% of you say a child 7 to 8 years old can play outside unsupervised. Another 44% say 9 to 10 years old. 12% of you say a child should never play outside unsupervised. We also got some comments too. Laura Hoffman writes, "You've got to be kidding me. She wasn't home. I mean, she was at home, wasn't she? So she's asking now kids can't even play in their yards." Elaine Skyle says a 6-year-old should never play in their front yard by themselves. And Emily Ramquist says she was babysitting at 13 and could have worked at a local fast food joint at 14. She says it's pretty ridiculous. So head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/thebroadcasttv right now to vote and comment with your thoughts. Oh, and by the way, I just had to mention our poll from yesterday with your mum creations. The results are in, and 63% voted for Amy. And I think we've got the picture from yesterday if you want. There it is. Dawn garnered 21%, and Lisa brought up the rear with her muminator.
Her muminator. Your muminator.
16%.
16%, yeah.
I told you that wasn't going to go over in Texas.
For creativity, trying something new in Texas.
That's hilarious. You know what I would try that's new? If someone said I could microchip my children, I totally would. You know, you can microchip a dog. Yeah. I would microchip my kids.
I think a lot of people would be with you. And I mean,
I'm actually surprised that it hasn't even come up yet.
Well,
to be
because then there's
honest.
all that. That's too much power for the man, and they're tracking you. Okay.
I
don't know.
It also deserves to be said that while trusting where you live is important, feeling comfortable, you also need to feel comfortable with your child at whatever age your child is. And, you know, are they maybe responsible? Are they less responsible? Even though you can't, you have no control over the crazies that could come through your yard.
I mean, anything can happen at any time. I feel like you could be living in fear 24/7 if you don't ever let them out. I mean, they've got to get out and have some fun and be a kid. And I think there's just, you're the best judge of that. We're, as parents, the best judge of our kid and their level of street smart and their level of security and where we live and things that go on around us. I just think it's up to the individual. But for our case, I mean, it was around when we were letting our kids ride their bikes and have fun in the neighborhood around 6 years old.
I mean, Bryn at 6.
Not like out of the neighborhood or even out of the street, but like close proximity to us, about 6.
Oh yeah, Bryn scares me at 6 because she still doesn't have that stranger danger. She'd be that person if someone was like, I have a puppy in my car, do you want to see it? Yeah!
Right.
You need to teach that girl some street smarts.
We tried, Bryn, don't you open that front door. Like she just doesn't get it. And so I'm still very nervous.
You're very, so you're very nervous and you keep a close eye on them.
Whereas
so my boys were like, it was like the band of brothers always, you know, so there was always like strength in numbers.
Which is awesome.
with them.
And whereas Jackson, our youngest, I mean, he's been roaming the hood, we laugh at that, roaming the hood since he was about 6. I mean, the kid knows everybody. He's friends with all the police officers. Everyone vows that he will be the mayor of Flower Mound, if not the governor of Texas. He's just that guy. He's that kid. He's street smart.
And he's friendly.
He's very friendly.
Sweet,
he doesn't know a stranger. He's friends with all ages. I mean, so he's the kid I could trust.
Right.
My daughter, she would have been a little less, you know.
It is interesting, though, and we're going to keep that poll up, so feel free to get on and leave your comments. We always love to hear what you have to say.